guys, my name is Brandon, and welcome to Audio Addiction. We have House Olympics with us today, and you guys can name yourselves and what you do in the band.
Uh, I guess we should have a system. Say, okay, I'll go first for this one. My name is TJ. I play guitar and I do the majority of the vocals.
My name is Nick, and I play the other guitar.
Nice, okay.
There are two other members as well, but they are not here.
Not here yet. Or not here at all. But anyway, they are part of the band, so go check them out. My first question is, how'd you guys start out as a band? Did you guys meet through Craigslist, mutual friends? How did it happen?
Okay, so the band originally started in October of 2013. It basically started with me and one of my friends who was like a mutual friend of this dude I met my freshman year in college. And he was like, "Oh, you play guitar? I play guitar too." And I was like, "Cool, but this is Bloomington. Like, there's no drummers in this town, so one of us needs to play drums." So then he decided to play drums. So I was jamming with him for a little bit, and then we met Adam, who is our current bassist, through some other mutual friend. So we started out as a three-piece that fall, and after about like a year of jamming in that outfit, we eventually kicked out our first drummer and then picked up Nick as a second guitarist, and then our second drummer, Bryce, who is also no longer in the band. And then then Bryce quit the band.
Oh, man.
That we have had a poor track record when it comes to drummers.
Oh,
and then eventually we had another drummer, our good friend Logan, but then he moved to Portland. And now we have Dwayne, Dwayne has finally been our drummer for the longest period of time. He's been in the band for a little over a year now. So that's good.
Props to Dwayne.
Props to Dwayne. Things are going steady, I would like to say. So that's kind of a very brief, I guess, story of...
Pretty brief.
It's pretty brief.
Pretty brief. We don't have hours to go into detail, but I'm sure there are some things in between, but obviously you solidified on a lineup, which is amazing. So my next question is, since you guys are from Indiana, what are some of your favorite venues you like to go to?
Favorite venues? I'd say like probably the biggest, I guess the two biggest venues in Indianapolis area are Old National Center and Klipsch Music Center. Klipsch Music Center is like where like A Day to Remember and Blink-182 come through, like the really big bands, and then
Hall & Oates, who I saw over the summer.
And Hall & Oates. That's the one where like you go out and like you bring a towel and like food and like lay on the lawn and watch a concert. And then Old National is like actually in Indianapolis, and that's like a stage. It has a lot of different stages actually. I've only ever been in a room called the Egyptian Room, which is like huge bands, like
it's like 1,200 cap.
Yeah, really really big bands come through. Like Explosions in the Sky is playing there tonight, which
Nice.
I need to go to.
Damn.
Yeah, which is tight, but the money. Those are the those are the big ones, and then I'd say there's another venue in Indianapolis called the Hoosier Dome, which has like gone up and down with like its like times of being really good, times of like not being so good, which is sort of like a staple. And I guess here in Bloomington, it's a lot different because Bloomington's a college town, and
we don't have any big venues in town. Like there's a lot of like bars. There's like one of the staple bars in town is the Bishop. We get a lot of like good touring bands come through there. Some of the bigger bands come through the Bluebird, and then of course we have to give a shout out to the Void, which is a new DIY space in our town, which we're getting like a lot of like really cool punk bands as of recently. Like it just opened like this past November, and we just moved again. So we've been playing a lot of shows there recently, and it's definitely doing some really good stuff for our town scene, for sure.
Yeah, I also heard from Nathan. Shout out to Nathan from Whalebones
Nathan.
with the hookup. But he said that there isn't too much, and a lot of it is like house shows and stuff like that is like a big thing. So
lots of house shows,
which is like a good and bad thing, just because like, I mean, in like Nick said, like we live in a college town, so like everybody and all their friends all live in houses, and they all are just like, yeah, let's have a party, let's have some bands play, which like, you know, can be a very good thing or a very bad thing depending on how how the evening goes.
Yeah, like it can be a sick show because like a lot of kids will come out, but on the counter side, like touring bands probably won't get a lot of money, and a lot of the people attending are most likely intoxicated. So it's like everybody's cheering, but is it really like? Do they really like the music? Or
Is it real cheers?
Is it real cheer?
cheer.
So it's like there's trades and bounces too.
Of course.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So my next question is, what are some of your musical influences? With that answer, I can already tell you're like stepping on nails or something.
Musical influences?
Yeah.
Yes.
So we're in the process of writing a full length right now, and we have 2 songs completed, and we play them. They're like in the live setup, and whenever we play them, a lot of bands or a lot of people in bands as well as people say we sound like Native.
Represent Indiana.
It's like the bassist from Cloakroom's old band. I guess if you could describe it like that, but Native is tight. So a lot of people say we sound like Native. It's definitely an influence, but definitely not like let's sound like Native. Like, that'd be tight. It's just, I don't know. I think we all have really diverse music tastes, so it's really hard to like say one influence.
As a band, though, like a lot of people compare us to like musically, I would say to like Touche Amore a little bit.
Oh, nice. Okay.
I never really got that.
So, some of the newer stuff, I would say, like a few of our like heavier songs. But like if you listen to like our first EP compared to like our most recent EP, like we've changed our sound so many times. I mean, like obviously, like we've changed members and stuff. Like our first EP, we sound like a very like run of the mill like twinkly emo band, like just kind of like very poppy. Everything's in like a major key with like a few like kind of heavy parts, kind of like I don't know, kind of like mathy parts or whatever. But like with this new thing, like it's our most recent EP is definitely a lot heavier. I've changed my vocal style a little bit. I don't sing as much, and it's more straight towards like kind of like yelling-ish. And then our new songs are even like
darker.
So I guess we've gradually become heavier, but it's hard to say.
It's really hard to say with influences. We just all have really, really diverse tastes.
All right, cool. Well, that kind of leads into my next question. What are some bands that you've been jamming more recently?
More recently,
Yeah.
I've been listening to a lot of Kanye West, but that's not really new.
I'm trying to think. I'm like in a period right now where I'm not really like, I'm like trying to find out new bands, so I'm just kind of like listening to a lot of older stuff. So I'm trying to think of what I put on at work. I put on a lot of, I listened to Turnstile yesterday. Like a little freshman kid that's like trying to rush. Hardcore in the car all night was funny. I don't know. I listened to a lot of like math rock, but not like Artifacts Pareo or anything.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm gonna pull up my Spotify and see what I've been listening to
this is
recently.
hard. Like I think Toe is probably one of my favorite bands, and I jam them on the regular.
I listen to I've been listening to like Sprainerd a lot recently.
Nice.
Let's see, fall's coming up, and every time that fall comes around, I'm always listening to a lot of Polar Bear Club as I'm wearing their shirt right now.
Nice.
Let's see.
I did listen to Touche yesterday too. I'm trying to think who else. I don't know. It's so hard.
I'm always listening to like some of my favorite bands are like the Wonder Years, Against Me, Mansions. Been listening to them a lot recently too. Yeah. Been listening to Chance the Rapper's new album a lot.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Uh,
How about before I give you guys like an aneurysm, I'm gonna move on to the next question. This one's a fun one, so hopefully you guys can, think of this one. If you could pick a song to cover, what would it be?
Maps by the Yeah Yeah Yeahs. I brought it up a while
Ooh.
ago in the group text, and I was like, guys, it would be so tight if we could cover Maps by the Yeah Yeah Yeahs, because that song is so fucking good. It is such a crowd pleaser, and I think if we like made it like heavier, it goes so well. And Nick's response was, "Dude, but rock band."
but rock band.
It's not rock, but like, I don't know. I'm like we've never covered a song live before, except for one time last Halloween we did a Taking Back Sunday cover set.
Oh, nice. Okay.
That was a lot of fun.
That
But
was
like,
fun.
we've never like regularly covered songs before. So like, yeah, like that would. I mean, personally, that would be a fun song. I want to do something stupid too.
Honestly, covering anything by Metallica would be hilarious.
Yeah. It would have to be like one.
It'd definitely have to be one.
I would say When Worlds Collide by Power Man 5000 is high up on my list as well.
Ooh, okay.
Ooh, anything The Walk by Pantera would be sick.
That would be good. That'd be very good.
I feel like any just like big successful heavy metal band would just be tight.
Mm-hmm.
Slipknot, Pantera.
Yeah.
Maybe not a Avenged Sevenfold. That's too hard.
No, we could do like Unholy Confessions. That would be tight.
I already know the riff.
Yeah. And
Ooh,
I know
there we go.
so
All right.
I could be Zachy Vengeance to your sinister gates.
Finally, it's Avenged Sevenfold.
All right, guys. So my next question is favorite food to eat.
Burritos.
Ooh, okay.
We had burritos for lunch.
Ooh.
Nice.
It's not like a food per se, but it's like the food you get at like an all-you-can-eat Chinese buffet.
In Brooklyn at 11 in the morning on a Wednesday.
So we did a tour, not this past summer, but the summer before that, and we played a show in Brooklyn, and we ended up staying in Long Island. It was like a Wednesday, and we were driving. We had to drive through the city to get to New Jersey the next day, and we just drove by a Chinese buffet, and I was like, guys. It was 11 in the morning, and we did it, and it was it was a pretty extravagant one, just like hella options. They had like 5 different rows of like 2 sides of the food. It was great. I had a great time.
I had a great time. I had a slice of pizza. and a bunch of Chinese food too.
But some other members on the tour, I think, had weak stomachs / who eats Chinese food in the morning. So all you can eat Chinese buffets.
All you can eat.
I say I love New York.
I love New York. It's the best slice of pizza.
Gotta give me a New York slice.
All right, guys. So my next question is, what is one of your favorite songs to play live?
One of my favorite songs. That's hard because like playing it or like seeing people's reactions. I like playing the Fall Out Boy song.
Yeah, we have a song that's called "When You Stop Doing Things, You're Dead." So we call it the Fall Out Boy song because it has a really long title. It's for short, I guess. That's definitely one of my favorite to play too, just because like it's normally like the second song that we play in our set right now, and it's like fun because like it just like leads in from the first song, so it's just kind of like people are just like, whoa, like they're just like going right into the second song, like we don't really like stop or anything, and it's like one of our heavier songs too, so it's definitely a lot of fun to play.
I like the riffs.
Some good riffs.
We riff on that song. I don't want to toot our horn, but
Nick's just like, I don't know if you guys could tell, but I play guitar.
just pointed out every single time I hit that riff.
As of recently, though, like Nick was saying earlier, we've been writing a new album. Like we're trying to write a full length, and we've already written what we're assuming is probably going to be 2 songs that are going to end up on the album. And those 2 songs, like we're just like so freaking proud of them. Like we love playing them live, and they're new, and like they're new, so they're exciting. So like whenever we play them, like we always have a great time. And it's like I always get super nervous when we play them too, just because they're still new.
Yeah.
And like we're trying to get people's like reactions and stuff, but like it's like a good kind of nervous, like the kind of nervous that like a band needs to have, you know?
There's one part in one of the songs where it's in 7/4, which is pretty uncommon, and so whenever that part comes up, I always get a little nervous, like, all right, what's gonna go wrong? And nothing goes wrong, which is like really cool. You know, being able to play in 7/4 and then transition to 6/8 just like at the snap of a finger. That one's fun, like time signature wise.
Mm-hmm.
That's sick. I like that. My next question is, if you guys could have a dream job that isn't in music, what would it be?
Filmmaker.
Wow.
No job.
Homeless.
Job. Honestly, I guess my dream job would probably be something where I'd be able to like live abroad.
Okay, cool.
Abroad, have a lot of vacation, days, and just not super stressful.
Sounds like you're like a pirate.
Literally
just a pirate. That's it. Final answer, pirate.
Pirate.
All right. So my next question is, if you guys could play another musical instrument, what would it be?
Drums.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
Drums right off the bat.
But see, I do play drums in another band now, so I guess I can't really answer that. with that answer because that's kind of a cop out.
Playing the saxophone would kind of be cool.
Saxophone would be tight.
Ooh.
I was gonna say trumpet too. I just really want to be in a ska band. Like, I'm just gonna be real. Like, it just needs to happen at some point in my life.
It'll just be your third band, then you'll have a ska band, and trifecta. There you go.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, we're gonna start a ska band. It's gonna be great. What are all the other instruments? Bassoon would be cool. Get some double reed action.
No, that's tuba.
That's tuba.
I was thinking of the one Mickey Mouse movie where he's a sorcerer and like bassoon. Fantasia.
Yeah.
Bassoons in there. I like that part.
That's good.
I played clarinet in middle school band.
My mom played clarinet.
Whoa.
You're my mom.
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
All everything's been revealed on this one episode
Whoa.
or interview.
Fiction
Oh my god, that's great. I don't know how much of a video game fan you guys are, but my next question is, if you could be a video game character, who would it be? Also, you guys gave me that look, and it was like, oh my god, I was trying not to laugh.
Nick would be Samus.
I don't know if I'd be Samus because like Samus, it has a lot of things. I never played Metroid games, but like I play Smash Melee specifically.
He plays Smash.
Ooh.
I play Smash, and I main Samus, but I wouldn't be Samus because I've never played a Metroid game. I think
you'd be a poser.
I think I'd be Sonic, so then I could go fast.
Sonic would go fast. I would be Shrek from the Shrek 2 video game on the YouTube. And I would exclusively speedrun. I would just become self-aware, whoever was controlling me, and just, no guys, we were doing a speed run. Shrek.
I just love how specific that was. You're like, Shrek, only from Shrek 2 though. Not any other, not the first one, not the third one, only the second one.
Shrek.
Second gen Shrek is where it's at.
That's where it's at. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I'm just pulling the shit out of my head.
That might have been the best answer that I've gotten from anybody about this question. Holy shit. Oh my god. I'm just gonna put that in the description and be like, you just want to know about Shrek? Here you go.
Make it the title, honestly.
Shrek. I'll just be like, interview with Shrek.
Interview with Shrek.
The Shrek.
It'd be like House Olympics featuring Shrek. Only Shrek 2. Featuring Shrek 2.
You might as well at this point.
Yep, I'm gonna do it. There we go. It's been official now. My next question is, what has been your most memorable moments with the band so far?
Most memorable moments.
So memorable can be divided into two.
I said moments, so you could say two if you want.
So there's like the good memorable, and there's the bad memorable, and then there's the funny memorable.
So that's three. That's
three. Ooh.
Okay.
3 categories.
Maybe I'll just give one for each.
Do it.
I'll start off with bad. So we had we had a tour last November that we call the Death Tour.
That already sounds all great.
Because literally we almost died probably 3 times. First night we were playing Grand Rapids, and the whole point of the tour, it was scheduled in November. The whole point of the tour was to like beat winter, but beat the snow before it came, not like in a fight.
But instead, winter beat us.
Winter beat us. We got to the show, and then we were leaving to go to TJ's house. He lives in the region, so it was like a 2-hour drive. But it started snowing, and it was like 3 in the morning, and the van we were in, like, it just died on the road. We were going like 75 with 7 people in a car and a trailer.
While we were driving, it just turned off.
Just turned off.
Oh my god.
And so naturally we almost got in a wreck. Everybody was like freaking out, yada, yada, yada. Long story short, we're still alive. Day 2, we actually just played a show at TJ's house, and our drummer Dwayne just casually said that he's allergic to cats, but he said it's not that big of a deal. Don't worry about it. And
I have 3 cats. My parents have 3 cats.
Oh my god.
Shit, a lot. So we get to TJ's house, and Dwayne's like, he seems kind of tired, but we're like, all right, he'll do fine. He's a big boy. And we played last that night, and nobody really could find Dwayne. That's like running joke, which we'll probably tell later.
First Dwayne.
But we like set up to play and all that, and we get into the first song. The first song that we played on that tour had like a snare roll, and literally after the snare roll, Dwayne just like threw his sticks and like got up and walked out. So naturally, everybody's like, "Oh my god, what?"
They're like, "Is he mad?
What's
or
going on?" I'm pissed. We go outside and he's just wheezing, and his throat closed up because
Oh my god.
and it was like really scary. TJ's mom gets very nervous very quickly, so she was like crying and just like, he needs to go to the hospital, all this shit.
I'm moving over here because I noticed that.
Ooh, the sun.
I was
Ooh, that
You know,
sounds-
get that rule of thirds.
Yeah, this is pretty good. There's like a nice, decent third between
There you
us.
go.
The
Very nice.
symbolic boundaries.
It's symmetrical. It's like a Stanley Kubrick film,
Whoa.
much like his cinematography reference.
This is
Anyway,
deep.
so
Anyway, so we take Dwayne to the hospital. It's like 1 a.m, and like he's trying to talk in the car, and we're just like, Dwayne, shut up! Your thing is closing. And like the last thing he said before we got to the hospital was, "I'm gonna play the show tomorrow." And we get to the hospital. It's like 1:30. We're at the hospital for probably like 3 hours,
Oh my
just like
God.
sitting, waiting for him to come out. And there's like this dude, this drunk dude, like comes in, and his head's like profusely bleeding, and blood just like all over the floor. And it was like
he got into a bar fight.
it was kind of badass.
It was.
Ah.
It felt like Roadhouse.
Long story short, Dwayne didn't die. His lungs got better, and
He came out and he's like, "I'm on roids now." So he was like totally fine. He was like, "What's up, guys?"
So that was scary because like that happened. Day 3, we had a show in Milwaukee. We made a pit stop in Chicago to trade out cars because Adam's mom lives in Chicago, and we drove Adam's car, and everything was fine. It was all great until we got to the house we were staying at. Literally 30 seconds before we got to the house, the trailer detaches while we're driving. And so, like, I'm in the back. I just hear this big screeching noise. I turn around and just like, guys, and like just see the trailer scratching. And we were just like, oh my god, that's like all our stuff. All this shit happened. We got out. It was fine. Everything was fine. We played the show. Pretty good night, but we were all, kind of grumpy.
We were starting to get towards our wits' end by day 3.
My day
A 5-day tour.
Oh my god.
stayed in Milwaukee. That was nice. We stayed at a pretty nice house, and we drive to DeKalb, Illinois the next day, like a
For day 4.
suburb, quote, of Chicago, like an hour outside the city. And same thing, we're just like driving along, just like, all right, when's the next bad thing gonna happen? And we get to the show just fine, and it's all great. We find where we need to park.
Should I tell this part?
You got it.
Okay, so we park right outside the venue, and we're about to load in or whatever, and like I was like, I go out to the trailer and I start opening the trailer, and like I'm not really paying attention or whatever. Like I think I'm like talking to like Nick or somebody, and then like I open it, but then as I open up the trailer, just like shit just falls out. One of which is Dwayne's snare, which like he doesn't have drum cases, so it just like cracked, and it broke. Like,
It broke in a pretty bad way.
It broke in a way where it wasn't playable. So then Dwayne just like looked at it and he was like, I'll never forget the way he said. He just said, "God damn it, TJ!" And he just like he threw the snare back on the ground and he just walked away.
Dwayne's not the guy that gets mad either, so it was like a
Oh shit! Like,
he's shitty.
Yeah.
But we played that show, and that show was actually really fun. Like, we made really good friends, and it was all good. And then we just, we go home defeated.
Well, no, 'cause, like the day after that was day 5. We were supposed to play St. Louis, and we're like, "Oh, what's going to go
That's
on
what I meant,
today?"
like, go home.
Oh, go home to Adams.
Yeah.
Right.
oh my
Yeah,
god.
we go to Adams, who lives like an hour away, and we wake up day 5, and we're like, I don't know how much more we can take of this. And we're supposed to drive to St. Louis that day. And as we're packing up, we find out that Mobo, Modern Baseball, is coming through to town with like that Jeff Rosenstock and Tiny Moving Parts tour. And we're like, God, this is going to be a shit show. And we're just like debating, should we just like call the booker and be like, yo, we don't really want to do this. We're not going to get anything. We hop in the car after deciding, no, we'll just tough it out. Hop in the car, get a phone call. He's just like, hey guys, so we're going to cancel the show today. And so like, it sounds like it was a curse, but honestly, we were so happy.
To go home.
So we drove home and just everybody just went their separate ways after that very memorable high ups, high downs tour.
Yeah, that was a time.
That was the death tour.
Oh man.
And we're trying to not necessarily do a repeat, but we're having talks of going up north again in November, like to Canada up north.
Oh
So
man.
We'll see how that goes.
we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, you're
So
gonna have,
that's
you're gonna have
was
to keep us posted on that one.
That was a big summation of like the
Probably the most memorable thing we've done.
memorable bad stuff that's happened. What have been some good things that have happened? Have we had any, or is everything bad?
I'd say the most recent tour was like really sick. We started playing the new songs, and like people really, really dug them, and like we were hyped because we were playing new songs, and like we sold out of merch like 2 days in the tour. So we're like, oh my god, we're not going to make any money, and we actually, I think that's like financially the best tour we've ever done with having no merch, which was like, it's not all about the money, but like it was kind of nice to be like, damn, we did this.
Yeah, that was really nice. Yeah, and like just like we've always just really enjoyed like off days and stuff on tours. Like the off day on that tour, like we went to Chicago and we just like explored the city, and that was a lot of fun. Because I mean, like obviously, like we love playing together and stuff, and like writing songs, like doing all that basic band stuff. But like it's also great to just like do things just as friends too.
Yeah, we went to Chicago. We like grilled out, and that was like not Fourth of July.
Memorial Day?
May 31st. That holiday. I think it is Memorial Day.
Yeah.
Just like hung out as friends. It was fun.
Yeah, and like our summer tour 2 summers ago, we had some cool off days. Like not off days, but like we'd like wake up early and like we like got to explore DC one day. We had like a day where we got to like explore like Yale's campus.
That was tight. That was really cool.
Yeah, like we had some off days in Florida. Like whenever we get to see Jimmy, we're happy. Jimmy's our label dude from Paperweight Records, and he's just like one of the best friends we've ever made as a band. And like he believed in us like since like day one. And like we sent him like a cold call email, just like, hey, we heard that you put out music. Do you want to put out our music? Just like, actually, yeah. And we're like, whoa.
That's sick.
Maybe on some future round we can go see Jeremy. Shout out Jeremy, Bad Break Records.
Mm-hmm.
They live out in California. If we get out there.
That'd be sick.
So yeah.
Long story short, those are your memorable moments.
Those are our memorable moments.
All right. So my next question is, in your opinion, who puts on a great live show, and what has been a favorite show that you've attended?
As in, you're talking about like other bands?
Other bands, yeah.
Jeff Rosenstock.
Nice.
He's great. He's so fucking good. He's such a great performer. Gonna have to give another shout out to Iron Maiden. Saw Iron Maiden when I was in 8th grade. That was one of the best concerts I've ever been to in my entire life, like hands down. I saw Kanye a few weeks ago. That changed my life. That was also incredible. He was on a floating stage, which was freaking sick. And like I had no idea what was happening too, because like he started the tour in Indianapolis, so I got to go the first night of the tour, and it just like blew my mind.
I'd say we played a festival in Rockford, Illinois, a few weekends ago, and like 2 bands that like were really, really good there was obviously Loom. It's our friends that play like dark shoegaze that are signed to Mayfly, which is like really tight, really good for them. They're one of those bands that just like they just get better every time, and we all kind of really like shoegaze. Nice. And so like when they go on and just like literally the first note is just like this big ring out. They play with like 4 amps and are just so loud, but are so good. They're good every time. And then another band called Monobody or Monobony. We couldn't really figure out how to say it. Body. They're so good.
They're just like this like jazz band from
Chicago, I think.
Chicago, and they were just like some of the best musicians I've ever seen.
They're just it looks like they either studied music or like I know it really well, because like when they were playing, they were just like sneaking in little licks and just like laughing while they're all playing. So like they just had like great chemistry, and just like it was really refreshing to not hear like emo or like metal or like whatever, like
something
the really
else,
typical, like 4 or 5 piece bands just like go up and oh crap, they got synths. Oh, they got like 1 guitar. That's
2 basses.
2 basses.
Ooh.
They were good.
It was crazy. As far as like kind of like more like emo-ish bands go, though, I mean, like again, gotta shout out Touche Amore. Like they're one of my favorite live bands. Like they just are. They're just like they're fucking athletes. Like they're just too good.
They are.
And then Tiny Moving Parts, I think, puts on a really great show too.
Yeah.
They have like really high energy, and they're just
Dylan's like always smiling, and just they're nuts. They're fun to see. I'd say the coolest show I've ever been to was seeing the Chariot.
Oh,
Chariot is so nuts. The videos of them just like destroying their stuff, it's 100% true. It's nuts.
Yeah.
They're awesome.
I've maybe caught them like once since, obviously they broke up now at this point, but I've seen them, and I've seen 68 more times though. But 68's ruthless too. So
It's just, anything that like Josh Goggin does is just nuts.
he is nuts. Yeah.
Dang.
My next question is, if you guys could compile a dream tour, who would be on it?
Dream tour.
Dream tour.
So Avenged Sevenfold.
Dream tour. I don't know.
With the Rev.
I don't know. That's hard. Dream tour. I think it'd be really cool to. I don't know, because like I don't really know like bands I listen to as like people or bands I listen to as people. I just know like music, and like it's really interesting because like I feel like whenever we play with bands or tour with bands that are better than us musically, we're just like our self-esteem kind of goes a little because like they're just killing it, and we're just like, all right, we're on next. But I think it'd be really cool to tour with. I don't know, honestly, I mean, Touche, but that's just because I like seeing Touche. That's hard.
Are you saying like bands like a dream tour that we would go on, or just a tour that we would like to see?
I mean, it depends on your point of view, but I guess if you want to go with how about your favorite bands that you like if they were on a tour? It doesn't even matter about genre or anything. You compile it yourself.
That's probably a little easier.
So I would really, because I've seen like a decent amount of bands live, but like two groups, musicians that I would really love to see live that I haven't gotten to yet would be Bruce Springsteen and
Ooh.
Billy Joel.
Ooh,
Seeing those two live together would blow my mind.
two.
I would also love to see a live performance of anything that Hans Zimmer has ever done.
Yo.
If you just did like the entire soundtrack to like Inception, like that would be very cool.
That'd be sick.
I'd really, really, really like to see Toe live. I got into them like right after they did their big U.S. tour, and I was upset. I mean, I didn't know. Seeing them live would just like probably like, I can either close the book of going to concerts. Not that I would stop going to shows, but like my
Pit retire.
That would be really cool. I haven't seen The World Is yet. I liked the new record, parts of the new record, so seeing some of that would be fun. All in one show. Man, that's hard.
I'd love to see Native live.
I would love to see Native live.
I never
as well.
got to see them, which is very embarrassing for me to say because I'm from the same town as them.
Oh.
But like, I moved down to Bloomington when they first started doing shows again, and I was going to go what ended up being their last show ever. It was Native, Brighter Arrows,
Oh my god.
Wounded Knee,
Oh my god.
and Fly Painted Feathers.
Wait, same Wounded Knee we know?
Yeah,
Whoa.
yeah, and that was going to be in Indianapolis. But I didn't go because I got back from Europe the day before and had really bad jet lag. And I will never live that down. So sad about it.
Oh man.
It'd be really cool to see a lot like Birds again as well.
Ooh, okay.
I saw them on Warped Tour saw them at Warped Tour a few years ago, but that was like a Warped Tour show, and I've never saw them in like a personal setting. It'd be really cool to see them, especially with Kurt back in the band, I hope. But that won't happen because he left. That'd be cool.
Can't wait to see Frameworks again.
Frameworks again.
They're just one of the best bands to do. I also would love to see Converge live.
That would be so much fun.
Ooh, that'd be sick. I like that. All right, guys. So my next question is another fun one. Favorite TV show, favorite movie?
The Office is my favorite TV show of all time. It
Okay.
always has been. It always will be. My favorite movie is The Shining.
The Shinnin.
The Shining.
The Shinnin.
God damn it.
Oh my god.
If you know beer make Homer go crazy.
No,
I also love The Simpsons.
Simpsons is like a good one where you just want to like put it on and like mindlessly watch it. I love it. I'd say my favorite TV show is probably Game of Thrones. I really nerded out on Game of Thrones this past season, just like really getting into the lore. Really good. Favorite movie?
I know what your favorite movie is.
It's probably Lost in Translation by Sofia Coppola, the one with Bill Murray, Scarlett Johansson. It's just like, I don't want to call it a slice of life because it's not, but like I don't know, it does a really good job at everything.
It's a postmodern slice of life.
It's a postmodern slice of life.
It is.
My next question is favorite video game.
Oh. See, this is hard because I play Super Smash Bros. On the regular, but I wouldn't say it's my favorite. I just like playing it.
You don't love it. Do it.
I don't love it. I don't hate it. I just do it. Favorite video game is probably the Fallout series.
Nice. Okay.
Fallout series is great. I mean, love the Elder Scrolls series too.
Mhm.
My favorite game growing up was Tales of Symphonia on the GameCube. That game was a lot of fun.
Mine growing up was Wind Waker, Zelda.
Yes, of course.
Wind Waker.
Guys about the Zelda games too. Yeah, those are great.
I really liked playing not Kirby, not my Nightmare and Dreamland, the Crystal Shards Kirby game.
Yeah.
I loved that. I wasn't really like a big Kirby fan, but like I played that game at my friend's house and just like lost it. I thought it was so cool how you can combine like fire and lightning to make like a flame.
Yeah, dude, that's
Whatever.
awesome.
You didn't play that game?
No.
It was cool.
Played a lot of Pokemon.
Pokemon,
Yeah.
of course.
Let's see. What else?
Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh! It's not a video game, but like it's a game.
Ooh.
Yeah, we duel. At least we used to duel. We haven't in a very long time. Steve is very upset with us about that too.
We'll get back into it.
He's mad that we invested so much money into our decks and then just like
Yeah. Ooh, the battery's kind of unplug the computer real quick.
Oh.
Skype drains my battery.
Oh man. You've revealed the
Don't worry,
secret. Oh man.
What's the secret?
The secret of the interviews now. I'm just kidding.
That's gonna go.
Oh man.
Alright. Bada bing, bada boom.
also Shrek 2 for the GameCube. Gotta bring that back.
God damn it.
If we're just gonna go full circle here.
Just Shrek. That's it. It's all
Shrek.
encompassing answer. My last thing is tell them about your band. Any tours, like you said, you're working on a new album where they can find music, events, etc. Let them know what's going on.
So we don't really have any tours planned right now. Two of us are in school, so it's a little hard to do tours just because we're limited to the weekend. And
We're gonna try a tour in November, and then probably after that we're probably gonna tour in next summer because Nick's gonna be gone for a lot of that time. Unless for some reason we get asked to play South by Southwest, we might have to find a fill-in.
yeah, you definitely have to find a fill-in.
We'll see if South by Southwest contacts us.
But we're writing a new record right now. We're not. I don't think I can give any numerical sort of like any percentage of like how much done with the record we are. But we have 2 completed and a few more, at least like 5, 6 ideas, songs in the works. But you can like check out all information at Facebook. All our music is on Bandcamp for free. Very much like the idea of pay what you want for the music. So pay nothing, pay everything.
We are going to have vinyl coming out soon too of our latest EP. We just do we actually like approve the test presses? Did that ever happen?
I think Adam messaged Jeremy. I don't know. We got test presses like a few days ago, so hopefully within 2 months we'll get them. And we're on Spotify too. We just got like our related artist, which is tight. So
Sweet.
Check out our Twitter game. It's very good.
our Twitter game is on fire.
It's basically the same as our personal accounts, but we just use the band account sometimes to tweet.
Honestly, just more likes. But
We like to run Twitter polls often.
yes.
So go out and vote on those polls.
But yeah, other than that, like Facebook, Bandcamp is like, and Spotify are probably the 3 major areas you can listen to our stuff. Facebook's more for like info, Spotify, Bandcamp for the music. So yeah,
Twitter for fun.
Twitter for fun.
LinkedIn for business.
Do we have a LinkedIn?
No.
Oh my god, that's great. But anyway, now you have to run a poll of what's the best video game for the Nintendo GameCube and just have Shrek 2 and Shrek 2 as your answers. That's it. They're like,
Are you
what-
doing it? He's doing it right
there we
now.
go. There we go. Now we got it. But
Two
yeah,
and Shrek the GameCube.
I guess it's for the GameCube, right? I have no idea.
It's for the game.
All right. I gotta change my name to
So anyway,
um,
you guys can check House Olympics out. I'll make sure to leave their Twitter, their Facebook, all of their stuff, Spotify, everything, Bandcamp, so you can check them out, check their music out. Tell them we sent you. Tell them that Shrek 2 is the best game ever invented or created.
God
And
bless.
and lastly, make sure to hit that subscribe button on our channel, as well as hit that thumbs up if you like that. Do you guys also have a YouTube channel or no?
Not really.
Not really.
We
Okay.
do, like, it's not super active.
We have like 2 videos. It's like our really embarrassing music video.
But like, subscribe if you want. That'd be tight.
Yeah, you can watch the music times. That's about it.
I love how it was just like sure, like do if you want.
Honestly,
We'll get on that.
hit up that Twitter game if you want to have a good time.
Twitter game is where it's at, guys. So make sure to follow them on Twitter at House Olympics. I will make sure to go follow them on Twitter because I'm excited to see this Twitter game. I want to see if it's literal flames. So
You're looking at our previous tweets now.
Oh shit, dude! I totally forgot about it. I won't spoil it, but there is a surprise in store for anybody who wants to find out a little bit about what Dwayne did these past.
Oh my god.
Dwayne's been a bad boy.
Dwayne's been a bad boy.
Oh man. So anyway, make sure to follow them if you want to get all the funny, stupid shit that they do, because I'm sure it's hilarious. But anyway, I'd like to thank House Olympics for being on the channel. It was a little bit of time in the making, but I'm glad they had some time to take out and be in the video and stuff like that.
Wait, hold on.
Adam just walked in.
Adam's here. He can say hey real quick. We're just finishing up that Skype interview thing. This is Adam. He's in the band too.
There you go. You're only missing one person. You're only missing Dwayne. That's it.
Yeah, I have to go pick him up. Yeah, we're about to practice, so I should probably go pick him up.
Nice. All right. So anyway, we'll let you guys go and have a good practice and all, but we'll talk to you later. Peace.
Bye.
So did you like the video? Then make sure you subscribe to Audio Addiction's channel by hitting that button right over there. Subscribe to our channel helps you stay up to speed on all of our latest content. Speaking of latest content, you can check out a recent episode from our live weekly show right down there, as well as a recent album review right over there. And you can check us out on social media right over there. So what are you waiting for? Let's talk music.